starting a new series. It's called Out and About with Dave Petty, and we're going to go around having a gander at stuff. Could be anything, could be anywhere, could be out in the middle of nowhere, could be going to a tourist attraction, could be abroad in another country, but it'll just be solo me on a travel, on a jolly, seeing where I go, experiencing things firsthand, filming it for you guys, so you can go and have a gander yourselves if you fancy it, and not waste your time if you don't fancy it. That's what the series is all about. Please like and subscribe so you can follow it. It'll be in its own playlist. Fun times getting out there. And I've decided to go to a place called Clovelly. Clovelly is a weird place. It's a village, but it's got like this big visitors centre and that. And there's no cars there. I have been there before, a couple of years ago. It is out of season, but at the end of the day, it is a working village. All I remember is there's a lot of walking involved. So we're gonna go there and check it out, what it's like in the winter, see what's open, and you're gonna have a gander with us. We're going to have a gander, yeah? So this is the entrance to the village. Bit of a weird entrance to a village. Big, massive car park. I suppose it is a tourist place, but it's also a village where people live and work. But yeah, quite weird. Quite surprised how busy it is today. The parking attendant guy was quite surprised as well. That's Clovelly Shop Brewery. I don't know what that's all about. Clovelly Brewery. It's not open, but it's got a lot of alcohol in there. The main visitors centre at the top of the village. Got a nice big clock tower up there. It's just weird setup. Your admission charge covers parking, Clovelly Court Gardens, which is down the road, Clovelly Film Show, information desk, toilets, Fisherman's Cottage exhibition, and the Charles Kingsley exhibition. £9.50 for adults. Famous for its ancient working port, cobbled streets, stunning views of cliff tops and water donkeys.
How can I help?
Hello, can I just have one admission, please?
Just one? £9.50, please, by cash or card.
Colour, please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You been before?
A good few years ago, yeah.
Just be careful walking down, a bit slippery, okay?
Yeah.
But our leads on the cobbles, a couple of pubs en route museum, all in there. Hang on to your receipt and you can come back once again during the week for a free return.
Right.
And the gardens are included.
I didn't think there'd be that many people here today, but it seems quite busy.
Yeah. It's nice, really.
The guy in the car park said the same thing.
We only do 10 to 4 this time of year.
Yeah.
And I came in, I got in about 9, opened at 10. Yeah, it's been steady
So
most of the time.
most of the shops and stuff are
It's
open,
all
are they?
tea rooms aren't open.
Okay.
Obviously the independent little places are, they're independent from us. The museum's open for you.
Okay.
Pubs are open, so yeah, enjoy.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
thank you.
This is the visitor centre. We've got a little map of things all about Clovelly. Go and have a gander then. It's weird though, isn't it? It's just like this is the entrance to a village. Weird. So the first stop is the donkey stables and the craft workshop. Clovelly Soap Company. This is the donkey stable, and like years and years ago these donkeys were the only thing that would get up and down the cobbles to go up and down the street with everything on a sleigh. It was pretty mental, but they're all being retired now and they live in this sanctuary out in the field which you've seen earlier and in these nice stables for them. So they're living a leisurely life now after dragging stuff up and down the whole street. You'll see the street soon. It's mental because actually like Clovelly is a car-free village, which is really weird. Can't imagine there's many of them left. And they make pottery in here, their own pottery. these are some of the sleighs that they use. Donkeys, I'm assuming that they do use them every now and again, just not much. They've got to be worked as well. Can't just leave them roaming around the field getting fat. But this is as far as you can go with your car. And you're only certain people are permitted here, like disabled people, to get to the top. And then it's just cobbled all the way down. All them sleppies. Look at that. Tell you one thing, these cobbles, uncomfortable walk. Sure. This looks quite treacherous. Poor donkeys coming down here. Hand up again. Hopefully they're dragging empty sleighs. How cool is that? So people live in these places. And they've all got little sleighs outside their houses. Their own little sleighs. For donkeys. With their names written on them. Like you'd have your wheelie bins. Oh, that must be how you put your bins out. That must be it. It'd be a strange place to live. Not accessible. They've got their own little pub. And they've got a heart cranker for people who have a heart attack walking up these hills and stuff. I can imagine that they do. But it's a crazy place. Have a gander in the pub. Another hotel. Traveller's choice. 4 out of 5. Stay in the middle. So you're closer to the leaves.
Yeah, she said about leaves.
Yeah, right. Oh mate, can I have a flat white coffee? Is that okay? Do you have coffee? Yeah?
Yeah.
Can I have a flat white coffee? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's all right.
Thank you very much. No worries, Tom. Charles Kingsley was a prominent Victorian figure known as a Christian socialist controversial. Many of Kingsley's books, such as Alton Locke, so he was a novelist and used to live here, I'm assuming. That's creepy. Looks like it's going to come alive. Kingsley and Clovelly. It's a fine garment. It's the High Sheriff's Brigade here. Fishing, lifeboats, people who crap at controlling the dogs. Clovelly lifeboat. That would have been top of the line one day, something like that. The women hoovering the floor outside in the cobbles. Quite mad. An old post office. It's like a shop. 1904. That looks like it goes down. We'll have a gander around again. So many people around. Like I said, I could go into the middle of the desert. And someone up here. Oh, what a view. Look at the harbour. Stunning. We're almost at the bottom already. I think that's a pub. There's a steep old wall.
Oh yes, I'm getting the camera record.
I'll get down onto the beach as well, have a little look on the beach. Look beautiful. One of these houses here would be absolutely beautiful. Must get annoying though, people looking.
No!
Weird house house to live in. Oh wow. There's a pheasant just roaming around in someone's garden. Don't know whether this is, well, I know this isn't the actual route, but I don't know whether this leads to anywhere other than people's houses. It's steep. Oh, this is the RNLI building. You see all the gear in there. I'm assuming that the buildings out the front are private. Looks like an old church where it's built, the windows and everything. There's the old life. Well, it's still in use, I believe. There's got a boat in there. That's got a boat, a way newer boat than what we've seen up there. It's like a massive rib. The doors obviously are not open. Nothing's going on. It's just got a runway straight out. It's still a working port, fishing boats. A load of nets up there, so I'm assuming there's like kind of trawlers and stuff. It's pretty damn cool, really. Oh look, there's a waterfall over there. We'll go and have a little look at that in a minute. Looks pretty cool going back up just as it does coming down. I suppose you can just leave your kayaks outside and stuff. No one's going to rob them down here because they're taking miles up a hill. Phone Colin if you want to catch some record-breaking fish. Sounds like the man to go out fishing with. Santa comes on a Viking ship. Quite pagan. Launch on the gig boat. Gig racing's quite big down here. You always see them all out in the boats rowing away. Quite a skill that, mate, isn't it?
I'm just bodging it.
I can't stand knots and tangles. Hope they don't get timed on how long it takes them to get in that boat. They've been there for quite a while.
Definitely not.
So I'm just going to chuck a bit of history in here while I'm waiting for people to leave spots and whatnot, because it's pretty crowded actually. Clovelly's history is deeply tied to the sea. This village was a bustling fishing port and its harbour dates back to the 14th century. It looks 14th century, it is just blocks. Blocks put on blocks. The cobbled street was laid specifically to make it easier to drag fish carts up from the shore, which makes sense using the donkeys. So, that place that we were in earlier with the Charles Kingsley guy, he was inspired by this place. He lived here. He's the author of The Water Babies. Never heard of it. Grew up here and often wrote about the village's beauty and community spirit. His father was the local rector, and you can see his influence all around. Another interesting fact about the village: it's a privately owned village. Clovelly is one of the few privately owned villages in England, and it has belonged to the same family since 1738. They've worked tirelessly to preserve the historic charm. The houses here are all rented out, and residents are proud to live in the most picturesque villages in the world. I think I read somewhere that the revenue from the rented houses was about 500,000 a year. Just like everywhere in North Devon, they have their own little traditions and paganist kind of festivals and whatnot. Clovelly loves its traditions, from fishing heritage to Christmas light switch-ons where the entire village comes together for a festive celebration. There's always something happening here apparently, as you can see by them Viking longships with the Christmas decorations on, which is really, it's quite weird. But I didn't see no light. I wish I brought my hiking boots now actually, because these rocks ain't good for these trainers. This must be like an old boarding thing to board onto boats or something. The people have been doing this to it. Pop one on there just to join in the fun. Oh, didn't realise it looked quite stable. Apparently not. I'm guessing you can only see that at certain points of the day when the tide's out, because it's got this little causeway here, and when the tide comes in, I think you're pretty much stranded, and there's nowhere to climb out either. Can anyone identify this fish? Definitely a fish. It stinks, but it's absolutely massive. It's at least about 10 foot long without a head, and that's its fins. It's just there in the sea. It's missing, it's missing a head. But matey boy just pointed out, he's like, "What's this?" I was looking at it. I thought it was just a big bit of seaweed because of this bit. That's mental. That's a big ass, some kind of shark. It's got no fin on its tail. It's almost like an eel. Really weird. If you can identify that fish, let me know. Can I have just like half of that, please?
Half of the
Harbour Arctic Sky, please.
anything else?
No, that's it, thank you. Thank you. Oh, there's the lights. Little phone box. Ah, a studio. What fine art. Oh wow.
Hi there, I'm just up here if you need any help.
You're alright, I'm just having a look if that's alright.
Oh yeah, of course, please do.
Thank you. Head touches the ceiling. Thank you. Nice Christmas decorations. Hello there. I'm waiting to come in for some food. I had a coffee and everything, mate. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, bye.
Bye. So that was Clovelly. Clovelly is more than just like a picture postcard kind of village. It's a living piece of history with stories waiting to be discovered. Like, so if you're just here for the donkeys or you're here for the festivals, Clovelly is a pretty cool place. It was something I wasn't expecting. It is weird to go into a village nowadays that doesn't have you struggling for car parking spaces and things like that, and donkeys roaming around. And it's something worth visiting if you're a tourist, and it's something worth visiting if you're actually local as well. I mean, it's expensive, but at the end of the day, it's a tourist thing. But yeah, I had a decent time today, and I've seen some things that I never seen here when I was here last time. I just wish I had a drone. Like, if I ever make any money from YouTube, first thing I'm going to do is buy a drone. So, hope you enjoy that gander around. First of the series of Out and About with Dave Payne. Stay tuned for the next one. Like and subscribe.